Hello and welcome to a new episode of Lost in Minecraft. Following on from our 30-minute adventure last week, we will be taking another step into the Nether. Following the little adventure that we had, I did in fact find another ruined portal. As you can see on the map there, the little green dot in the south, that's where we left the marker in the village, and we're just a little bit along from there. So, first of all, there's always lava and things around ruined portals when you find them, if you remember the one that we found down by the river previously, and it's a good source of some more obsidian. Speaking of which, do not forget to check out the obsidian mining short that I did. So now we've got it all up and running. Let's have a look, see where it takes us. If there's anywhere special in the Nether. And because of its proximity, it is actually linked with the portal that we set up before. Yep, all very familiar to us. So we shall see what happens if we travel back through. Unfortunately, portals do sometimes link in very strange and unusual ways if they're a little bit too close. And this has spat us out in the caves underneath our first base. So to counteract this, we need to set up our own portal in the Nether, so we have travelled back to the village. I'm just going to show the little route up to where I found this portal. So we head up the hill around the village. As you can see, I'm heading sort of west. I'm going to be swinging round towards the south. And this will be the first little look at this part of the village on the channel, seeing as this is what I discovered when I forgot to press record before. So we'll have a little sleep through the night. Around. There's a little creeper there. Let's deal with him. Now the hill continues up on the left there, and up at the top there is in fact another pillager tower. So we're just going to swing our way a little bit south of that. I don't really want to get into it with them just as yet. Maybe one day. You see, there's the mountains rising up. There's the pillager tower. As you can see from the map in my hand there, I'm just scooting around the mountain. Yes, I initially came up just to see if there was much past the pillager tower. See if there'll be anything worth showing. There seems to be a bit of a big cave into the mountain there. There's also a big sort of amphitheatre style pit just down this way as well. So take ourselves nice and carefully over the snow here, hoping that we do not sink. So there's a big pit on the left there. And as we come round and down, any moment, yeah, you can see the blocks just sticking out over the ridge there. There's our portal. I think I'm going to build some sort of a little outpost base around this just to keep it nice and protected. Keep us protected when we come in and out. So anyway, we have gone back into the Nether. Now we're going to construct ourselves another portal There's our target coordinates, so we're going to work our way as close to that as possible. The middle number, the 113, that doesn't matter too much. It is more the X and Z coordinates. Now this has brought us up towards the big sort of pillar foundations of the Bastion, which we could probably use to our advantage. Get lots of curious Endermen about, so be careful not to give them the stink eye. And you can see those funny little creatures running around in the lava pools. They can be sort of tamed and saddled and mounted to traverse these big lava seas. I don't have anything with me at the moment, I don't think, to do that, so we shall just leave that for the time being. Now I'm just going to start building a cobblestone path across, just a basic one block one just to get us started. Now I'm going to be a little bit careful. Got all the Endermen, excuse me, try to put that there, there we go. But also on the other side of this pillar, I think I saw a blaze hanging around. I think for now we just want to get to the other side. So I'm just taking the direct route. It's an interesting block, is this sort of nether bricks. Being quite a cool one for making stuff. So that sort of deep red colour. Now again, this is the nerve-wracking moment of just hoping that nothing knocks me off, and there's the blaze attacking. Don't shoot our little strider friend. He seems to have scooched around the other side. So let's just get rid of the arrow, recollect it, come around here, let's get onto some solid ground. There he is. Line up the shot. Oh, and he's got us. Sets us on fire temporarily. Unpleasant, and another good reason to make sure you have some sort of fire protection gear. And that's going to be one of my next big jobs. Once I've got a few more levels, a bit more experience. Got past him and we're just working our way up. As you can see from the coordinates, we're very close to where we want to be. On the obsidian short I mentioned earlier, we do also look into the ender chests. A very useful piece of gear, and we can put it to very good use for making bases in the nether. Just generally transporting our extra gear that we need, our sort of nether specific. So take a look. I believe there will be a link popping up on screen shortly. It's about here is where we're going to want our base. Minus 144, 202 is where we wanted, so it's pretty much spot on. So we're just going to dig out the area and get the portal built. That is the wrong block. Put 2 across the bottom, 3 up, 2 across the top. This is the minimum size that we want. And then just got to do a little fast forward here as I construct our little cobblestone protective shell. So remember, the ghast blasts cannot blow up cobblestone. perfect defensive block in the Nether. Not a pretty little defensive area by any means, but effective, does the job. And another reason why the cobblestone farm that we have, and just being able to mine it out quickly now we have all these enchants, is very important for our future adventures. Let's make ourselves a little doorway. I'll have to bring a door around at some point. Then we shall ignite. There's our portal. Fingers crossed, because we're in the right place, it should link with our new portal in the overworld. And it has. Fantastic. Just what we wanted. As you can see, it's night time, a little bit dangerous, so let's get some shut-eye and go back on our little adventures. Be careful, the magma blocks on the floor there. Standing on them will hurt you. So jumping back into the Nether, let's see what we can find. So we're very close to the Bastion walls. There's no way around, so just quickly jump through. If you're quick, you won't teleport. Yeah, we want to get up and see if we can't find a way into the Bastion. So just sort of digging up and round, trying to find a good way. And as you can see from here, there you go, we're in roughly the right spot, just way too high. So let us go back and dig a little bit lower. So we're on 95 for our height at the moment. So we can just take it down a bit. There you go. That's looking good. We're just about on the right course, right level. You can see on the left there was a little pathway that I made to come up. Like this sort of height, we'll just stick here and just dig our way through. And here you can see we found the brickwork again, which should signify we are in fact now in the Bastion. I have a sneaky suspicion of where we have ended up. So just come up nice and carefully. There's some blaze, there's a lot of blaze, because we have found ourselves a blaze spawner. This is a fantastic little space to have found, to be fair. We just need to get all these blaze under control. And again, like the spider spawner and any other spawner, you just need to clear the area out and block off the spawner. Hit and run bow attacks. It's close enough to get him, yeah. The real trick is to make sure you can get him quick enough while staying close enough that it doesn't start spawning out even more. You can spend all day doing this. Which could be one way to go once we get it cleared out and we can build ourselves a blaze farm. Blazes, you see those little yellow rods they drop there, little blaze rods, and they can be used to make skeleton. Yes, they can be used to make the brewing stands. They can be broken down into blaze dust for making potions, so very useful to have. There you go, that's all lit up and safe. There's another one there. Here he comes. Some big corridors. Block it off. I should keep... Oh, another blaze. That should keep most of the bad guys under control. Shows a good way for us to get around. Yeah, good sort of markers. There's nothing too major up here. No. So I think we should just go downstairs and block it off again for our safety. Out there is our entry to the Bastion. We can use the blaze farm there to start farming more XP, some blaze rods, start working on some potions eventually. Just need to get our way out of here safely now. Just a quick little rearrange. There's a patch of nether quartz down the side here. Will be quite useful for getting some experience back, boosting some of our gear. And that is where we shall call it a day there. So a good little trek into the nether there. I think for the next episode we will do another 30-minute adventure. So I look forward to seeing you there. So like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I shall see you later. Goodbye.